So I probably consume an average amount of content on social media, maybe a little less than the average person. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I see things on Instagram, watch a few TikToks. I used to be on Twitter and I had Be Real for about a week. I have been on social media for over a decade. I have seen it all. I remember the golden era, and I remember it fondly. On Instagram, I could see photos posted by my actual friends and not just random posts from random people. On YouTube, I watched videos. Just videos. They could be 10 seconds, they could be 10 minutes, they could be 10 hours. Like that banana video. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. Now I can't even move my mouse 1 millimeter on that damn website without them forcing a vertical 10-second piece of garbage called a short down my throat. And Twitter, well, Twitter hasn't changed much since then, has it? It's still the real-life equivalent of a 2009 Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Just a lot more political, and you get doxxed instead of being told your mum's gay. Oh yeah, and the richest man in the world is trying his absolute best to get it shut down. I genuinely cannot believe that we have gotten to a point where we reminisce about the period of time where different apps did different things. Instead of all trying to do the same 5 or 6 things, mostly poorly. All social media services these days just poorly emulate each other instead of trying to expand on what made them unique in the first place. Here's an example. A few years ago, the world entered a global pandemic, all based around this little virus called TikTok that appeared on the scene, and it began spreading some of the most mind-numbing, awful, and attention span sapping content to all 4 corners of the internet. This app was a monster hit, and its short-form, vertical content was its unique selling point. And even though TikTok has claimed this area and this niche within social media as its own, YouTube still feels the need to slam its YouTube Shorts down my throat at every opportunity. And Instagram would rather show me the exact same content that I see on TikTok just a few weeks later. And let me add, I'm seeing this content on Instagram instead of the photos my friends are posting. Instagram and YouTube would genuinely rather try steal from TikTok's niche than expand and improve on their own niches, respectively. The results? Instead of what I signed up to these services for, my For You and recommended pages are full of the same garbage content that I try to avoid on TikTok.
No! Bruh moment. GG boys. We'll get it next time.
But why do social media companies do this? Why do they intentionally make the user experience for both creators and general users much worse? Well, let's find out in this video, shall we? And also, why do I make these videos? Why do I even bother? It's for subscribers. Press that button right now. In short, the answer to this question is the same answer that every question has in this capitalist hellscape we call planet Earth. Money. They do it for money. Money makes the world go round, and it also makes your user experience on Instagram so shit you miss MySpace. Each social media company is fighting a war with each other. A war for your attention. Because your attention means more watch time, and more watch time means more money. In a strange way, this is exactly what I'm doing in this video. I'm competing with every other video you could possibly click on this site to gain your watch time. But the difference between me and our algorithmic overlords over at YouTube is that I'm not encroaching on someone else's idea and someone else's main selling point in an attempt to gain a larger market share. I'm simply doing this because I want to. Let me explain it like this. Imagine that Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok are fighting a war over this piece of land, and this piece of land is called video watching country. Stick with it. Let's pretend that YouTube own 50% of the country. This area of the country is where people watch long form videos. Instagram own 20%, In this area, people watch videos that your friends send you that they think are much funnier than you find them. And TikTok has recently come in and claimed 30% of this space from TikTok, the short form video area. The people that live in this country are happy and they don't want fighting. But YouTube and Instagram hate it when their residents start going on holiday to TikTok's area. Because when they spend money there, none of the money goes to them. It just goes to TikTok. So they start to slowly but surely claim small areas of the short form video land, hoping that their citizens will remain in their domain when they travel to that place. What I'm trying to say with that admittedly stupid geography based example, which probably doesn't actually make that much sense, is all the social media companies are competing for your time. They're competing for your watch time. And the purpose of YouTube Shorts isn't to outright compete with TikTok, it's to take a small amount of time away from TikTok. If you're about to close YouTube, but then you get distracted and watch 5 minutes of YouTube Shorts because they're so easy to watch and they're so addicting to scroll through, then that's 5 minutes they've taken away from TikTok. And if every YouTube user spends that 5 minutes, that's a lot of money. And then you look at Instagram Reels. They have a similar purpose, but they're also just, well, they're stupid. I see more Instagram Reels than I do photos. I have massive gripes with YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. They do ruin the user experience for both viewers and creators, like I said earlier. But there are far worse and far more heinous examples of social media companies copying each other. I honestly don't know how Be Real is as popular as it is. It's shit. So I had this app for about a week, and if you don't know what it is, let me explain quickly. Be Real is a social media app that allegedly shows the real you, unlike other social media platforms. But as with all social media, it's a sham. Nothing is real, everything is a lie. The way Be Real works is at a random time of day, an alarm and a notification go off. And after this goes off, it gives you 2 minutes to take a picture. This picture is taken from both your front and your back camera. This limited time to upload to the platform is a good idea, and in concept it does show the real you because it makes limited options as to what the user can post. They can only post what they're doing at the moment the alarm goes off. It encourages you to be real. And when I used this app, and let me stress, I got very bored after about 7 days, it was literally just me and a small circle of friends who used the app properly. If we were taking a shit when the alarm went off, we would take a picture of the shit and post it for everyone to see. And that was fun, it was fine, whatever, we were the only people who could see it, who cares? But then you see so many people have managed to turn this fun idea for an app into yet another clout gathering social media. Be Real allows you to post late if you miss the alarm. So some people just ignore the alarm and then post later when they're doing something fun in an attempt to make it look like their life is more interesting than it actually is. And thus the social media toxic culture we live in just continues and continues. The sinkhole never ends. Like, sure, Sarah, you definitely missed the alarm at 2 PM and you only remembered, you went, I need to take my Be Real at 10 PM during this Harry Styles concert. And oh look, Harry Styles took my Be Real for me. I haven't planning and hoping this happens all day. No, I haven't been doing that. Sure thing, Sarah. So this app annoyed me. Yes, I deleted it after 7 days because other people were just sort of ruining it for me. But I have respect for Be Real. It's an original idea, and a good idea at that. Just implemented poorly. But the good thing about this is that no one can copy it like YouTube and Instagram copied TikTok. Oh my god, TikTok would copy Be Real. TikTok now is the biggest load of shite I have ever seen. It's the biggest load of shite there's ever been, and it's the biggest load of shite I ever will see. Remember a few years ago when all social media platforms wanted to copy Snapchat and have stories? Because, in my opinion, some platforms like Instagram actually improved with stories. I like Instagram stories, and so do most people. I post on Instagram stories far more than I post on Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat because I'm not a fucking child. Other platforms didn't need them. Facebook and Twitter didn't need stories. And YouTube stories evolved into YouTube shorts, so that went well. But the thing about stories is, they never got in your way. They might have ruined the user experience a bit, but they were just at the top of your screen begging to be ignored. Well, TikTok now is possibly the worst feature ever. This gets shoved down my throat so much you would think I'm featured on Hentai Haven. Yes, I've made 2 hentai jokes in one video. I'm a fan, what can I say? Jesus Christ. This abnormal growth of a feature is essentially Be Real, but within TikTok. Useless, but should be harmless enough. But no, they want you to notice this feature. Every time you click on your friends tab, boom, TikTok Now, not their posts. If you try click on someone's account and they've posted a TikTok Now, you have to open the TikTok Now, close it, and then click on their account again to look at their account. This feature genuinely seems like nothing but an inconvenience designed to completely remove Be Real from the market. I hate the world we live in. So yeah, TikTok Now is the biggest load of shit I've ever seen in my life, but I'm about to do something which I have done the opposite of on this channel for years. I'm about to do something unprecedented. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to praise Twitter.com. Like I said, I've been very critical of Twitter in the past. I recently genuinely had enough of it, so much so that I just deleted the app and never looked back. This app is a toxic hellhole full of discourse and cynicism. But this exact trait of Twitter, which allow me to stress, the toxicity is not a good thing, but it means that any time Twitter tries to copy another platform with features such as stories, which were fleets, or Instagram's co-posting became co-tweeting, they just get deleted within a week. Because Twitter is so deeply caked in hate and skepticism that any one of these clearly money-grabbing moves from the platform just gets mocked and rejected by its users until they're eventually removed. Both of the aforementioned features lasted hardly a month and they weren't being used a week in. And it's the most entertaining part of this otherwise awful platform. And I just want to put this part in the video now. I didn't plan this, I didn't write this, but literally in the last week of filming this, Instagram have made Threads, which is their version of Twitter, and it's a different app. But you can also post them to the main Instagram app. I have no fucking clue what this is, and to be honest, I'm not going to look into it. As far as I'm concerned, Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are having a dick measuring contest, and now they're just copying each other. Also, apparently they're going to fight. Social media companies want to be the only company to have your attention, because in the social media industry, the attention of the masses equals a big stack of money. So even if this means ruining the YouTube browsing experience or making it impossible to smoothly look at an account on TikTok, these companies are willing to ruin their own platforms to make money. Social media is a numbers game. It's not the place to share your own personal content like it once was. It's a place to endlessly consume the same content over and over and over again, made by random people you don't even know. Do I think YouTube Shorts could work? Yes. If implemented correctly, it could greatly benefit YouTube users. But as of right now, it only serves to line pockets due to its haphazard and lazy implementation. Unfortunately, this is just the way social media's gone. Content farms that just pump out banal content for children is the most successful content on the internet. And guess what? It makes the most money. And yes, I still see amazing creators get a lot of views and get rewarded for their hard work, which is very important, but as time goes on, it's getting harder and harder to find them. And don't even get me started on AI. AI is going to replace all of them. You think it's funny now because you can hear Goku singing Viva La Vida, and yes, that's very funny. But just you wait, because AI content creators are gonna ruin the world. But that's a topic for another day. Do you think we're all doomed and only live to serve the algorithms that curate our social media consumption? Which, by the way, might I add, is endless. Well, that's a depressing way to end the video. Well, if you do think we're all doomed, leave a like on the video and don't forget to subscribe and comment down below to let me know the end is nigh. See you later, hombres.